It sounds simple, doesn't it? Step into the classroom, teach the lesson, and head home. That's what most people think. Here's the story of invisible things a teacher does. Behind every lesson is a story of dedication, passion, and inspiration. It begins long before class. Hours of careful planning and curating lesson materials, making sure they match the latest syllabus and academic trends. And it's not just my tutor. Behind every lesson is a team of tutors combining their expertise. No matter which lesson a student attends, the teaching remains consistent and the quality never wavers. With you by our side, consultations always feel like having a personal coach, patiently guiding us step by step.
It's engaging and funny and makes 2-hour lessons like a 10-minute lesson.
Your humorous teaching way, and I'm very interested in English after you teaching me. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank my teachers for going the extra mile and really explaining the topics in depth.
Thank you for all my teachers for the past 3 years for letting me eat in class and always helping to answer my questions.
They're always so friendly and they don't make it seem like a classroom, they make it seem more of like a comfortable place to ask questions and even like our own personal problems.
Thank you for giving me feedback and teaching me how to improve certain aspects.
For being very understandable and being patient with us while teaching us very important knowledge that we can use in our schools.
When I had troubles, they personally came and offered advice.
He actually asked me about my results and I actually sent him my practice papers and he actually gave me a lot of responses.
She helped me correct my values and how I see the world.
Thank you for putting in a lot of effort and making sure that we can keep up in class.
Thank you for really taking the time to look through my essays and my compo and giving me constructive feedback.
They're very funny people and they always guide us during lessons.
So we just want to thank them for teaching us.
I found the GP classes very engaging.
Thank you for making class fun and enjoyable.
Thank you for helping me improve my grades and making your class so fun for me to attend.
One thing I like to thank my teacher for is for being very friendly and always answering my questions whenever I have them.
I really appreciate him for teaching me math for this past year.
For helping us break down all the hard questions and making me understand the math questions better.
I think the teachers are very nice and they are very helpful.
I want to thank her for always being patient in explaining the concepts.
For making lessons fun by using real life examples to teach us the complex science concepts that we have to learn.
He's very nice and he gives us snacks.
Helps to clear my doubts on certain questions that I need help with.
The tutors have really helped me a lot throughout my journey.
You always give us a lot of energy, even if our class is at 9 a.m. and we're so bubbly and lively every single class.
Thank you so much for making chemistry really interesting.
Thank you for helping me improve my chemistry grades.
Especially when making classes so exciting and entertaining.
Thanks very much for being a very engaging and very knowledgeable tutor. I think I've learned a lot and I hope to work with you more and learn more from you in the future.
Instill confidence in me for a subject where I feel very lost at times. More of the fact that he makes every class very engaging and he really helps me clarify the concepts that I don't understand.
From my fundamentals being quite off to now, it's been quite good. So I'll thank you for him.
Making chem sessions so enjoyable and I learn a lot. And you really break down the topics really easily.
Always motivating us to do our best and to make sure we don't retain.
I'm very grateful for the Indigo teachers because they're always very patient and willing to answer all my questions.
Thank you, teachers, for your immense passion, dedication, and excellence in nurturing stellar PSLE, O-level, and A-level results since 2011. This year, I prepared thank you cards as a heartfelt gesture of appreciation and encouragement to recognize the invaluable role each teacher plays in shaping our students.
Thank you for showing our students that education isn't just about scoring distinctions. It's also about you, as teachers, noticing all the little things they need. I know you do it because you want the best for them, and for that, I thank you. And we really couldn't have done any of this without you.
Thank you for raising students to learn with purpose, the ones who use concepts and not just content to connect the dots, the ones who notice when a student struggles and not just celebrate their progress.
The most powerful lesson isn't written in the worksheets.
It's in how you inspire students to learn, to grow, and to discover for themselves. Learning quietly shapes not just their minds, but their character for the future ahead.
Thank you, teachers, for going the extra mile and in investing in our students. In Indigo, it is the people that makes this journey worthwhile.
Happy Teachers Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
Thank you, Indigo tutors, for being our friend, mentor, and guide. Happy Teachers Day!
So it was after my first test, I did not do very well for the first test, and then he gave me remedial, and yeah, from then on my grades for science improved immensely, and I got 92% for the next test.
Because like my test results are not that good, so he kept encouraging me and gave me positive comments. And my grades started to improve.
Yeah, so it's like same as Darius. I was like doing quite, I wouldn't say badly, but quite mediocre. So after these lessons, I've improved immensely in science as well.
He helped us when we do not know how to solve difficult math questions, and he will always guide us along every step on how to solve it and be patient with us.
Help me understand the topic.
Hi, we are here live at Indigo's 15th anniversary and opening of Jurong Summit. As the guests start streaming in and the flowers that you have sent, thank you very much. Let me show you around. Let's go to room 2 now. Our guests will be invited here as one of the activities for today. This is our open house. Right? And over here in this room is a very important room. It is the heartbeat of Indigo, and that's our quality materials. If you take a look, we have since started to produce our own assessment books because we believe in carefully curated questions. We believe that tuition must go beyond the 2 hours. Tuition must be after the 2 hours, there must be time for you to review your work. There must be time for you to revise what you have learned in class. Then that is meaningful. So our teachers has painstakingly put together workbooks by the term, and they are not to be used in the classrooms. They are for our students to take home as part of revision at home. And you will realize that different seasons will call for different types of books. When it is time for the exams and you want to focus, let's say, on just the practical, we would have produced or you would have received these books from your chemistry teachers just so that you can be ready for it. And on top of that, sometimes some chapters are so difficult that you will need to have even more practice. You will need more exam grade questions before you can get it. And our teachers know, because we've been doing this for the past 15 years. The JC specialists in Indigo, we've been doing this, and we even prepared one topic for math that students find so difficult to conquer, and that is vectors. So when you visit Jurong, ask our enrollment officers to show you the different types of books that we've prepared. These quality materials, together with the way we teach, will ensure that you will see your academic breakthroughs. Well, we don't Did I? I'm sorry. Where did I cut off from? Okay. Oh, okay. We don't just teach the basics at concept math. We don't waste students' time to do that. You can do your timetable, your addition at home. But over here, we really focus on concepts because those are the ones that trips the students, that cause them to find math difficult. So when you come onto Indigo, you will be able to look at the concept math materials and you will see how we are so consistent that we can prepare you for PSLE math from P4 onwards and you won't be confused because the methods that we use are so consistent. On top of that, if you want to drop by our concept math outlets, pick up a free fractions as well as order of operations booklet. In there, we've got many types of revision questions that you can use and that you can practice with. They are fun, there's music, there's video lessons in there. So come and pick up a copy at Concept Math. You may also want to pick up this highly sought after 100 book challenge brochure because in this, our Indigo teachers, English teachers have put together 100 books that you can read to increase your reading appetite. So you've got the basic level of books, you also have the intermediate level of books, as well as the advanced level of books, even suitable for JC students. Pick up this book and write a review to encourage a friend to start reading. I think there's so much more that we can show you later on, so we'll see you later. Thank you for joining us here live at Indigo's 15th anniversary and opening of Jurong Summit. Happy birthday, Indigo! That's all.
I kind of didn't like chemistry because it was super confusing and I didn't understand the point of all the weird molecules and structures and stuff. But then when I explained, then somehow everything makes a lot of sense and it's a lot easier for me to understand in class and do the questions. So I guess I started seeing how it can be kind of interesting after going to this lesson.
My favorite subject here at Indigo is actually science because sometimes she shows us videos, he brings in experiments for us. It's very fun to be here.
So I would like to thank our math teacher for always explaining math concepts very well to us.
Yeah, and I think that we just ended our lesson today. It was a very fruitful lesson. And even though in class we may not complete all the worksheet, but at home it's good revision material.
His concepts is very good and I understand a lot from after every lesson.
I think one thing about Indigo that really helped me was Indigo's dual teaching system for GP. It's unique as one tutor will teach us essay skills and content, which allowed me to dissect essay questions better and answer the questions more accurately, which built my confidence approaching the A-levels. As for the second tutor, they'll teach us skills for paper 2, such as answering techniques for the SAQ to ensure I secure higher marks for the paper.
For guiding me through GP, which is although it's a very boring subject, but you want to make it as fun as possible, as interactive as possible.
In today's competitive, ever-changing, fast-paced world, Indigo's essays and examples allow us to gain more knowledge on the globalized state of affairs in the present and allow us to come on top in this knowledge-based, pragmatic economy.
I'll just say that Indigo, it really provides you very consistent practice and a lot of very consistent and very high-quality materials which you can use for revision, which will prove very useful for you because GP is a skill to be trained.
we would just like to take this opportunity to thank our tutors.
Thank you guys for all your support.
You guys have made GP a very enriching subject. Thank you so much.
I just really wanted to say thank you to all of my tutors for being so caring and preparing really good materials for all of us that are really interesting.
I've learned a lot from the last 2 years here at Indigo, and I'm just really grateful for all the support I've received from my tutors.
Indigo also has lesson replacements, and I can easily go for makeup lessons at any branch, any time slot that fits my schedule. Other than in-class support, the tutors helped me to mark extra essays which I wrote for practice, as well as gave me one-to-one consultation to run through my exam papers in detail.
Like every time after a lesson, then he will have the patience to like stay back after every lesson to like clarify our questions and then explain to us patiently, then clarify any of our doubts and like very clearly.
Whenever I'm like clueless or just really confused with what's going on, whenever I'm reading my notes, I'll just text him and he'll get back to me really quick. And also, whenever I have questions in class, he'll really answer them to the best of his abilities, making it really clear and comprehensive to understand.
We engage in lively discussions, exchanging various viewpoints on how to tackle a given query. This dynamic approach is led by our teacher, who consistently prompts us with stimulating questions, keeping us alert and actively participating. As a result, we are guided through the thinking process, honing our ability to communicate our answers clearly and effectively.
I would say the notes Indigo has given me are quite comprehensive and at the same time succinct. Unlike those answer key that you can find online, Indigo actually, give out a list of pointers that you can actually, that they recommend you to add in your essays, and all these are quite helpful.
I enjoyed the current affairs part of the lesson. The notes on various global events were exceptionally engaging and enlightening. The teachers did an outstanding job of presenting the information in an enjoyable and unforgettable manner, making the learning experience truly immersive.
Honestly, I'm quite a weak chem student, so I feel like every time I come in Indigo, it's quite helpful. It's a lot helpful than watching school lectures and stuff, because he's like quite a good teacher.
The teachers made me love the subject by simplifying the content such that I'm able to understand easily. And they also make it enjoyable and provide me an easier way to memorize the important stuff.
Always gone out of his way to make sure that the lessons are more engaging, and he uses different kinds of methods to engage us, which I'm very grateful for. So I think he has made GP more fun. He always does his best to liven up the class.
To where we are displaying our materials, and over here I have got the Dean of Secondary English, Mr. Mike, with me. So today I think he wants to share, we'll get him to share a little bit of the heartbeat behind the workbook of the upper sec and lower sec English workbooks that are for our students who are with us in the English regular program.
Okay, hi everyone. Yep, many months have gone into preparing this workbook for our students, workbooks. We've got lower sec and upper sec. They're not here to replace our lessons, definitely not. They're here to help you in case you want to do more work and in case you have difficulties with some concepts and all that. Of course, teachers will still be around to help you, and if you want to do the exercises in here, then we're fine. And we have our answers on our LMS so that you get more practice. And English is all about practice.
So actually, tuition is more than 2 hours. In fact, what you learn in class are the skills. You need to apply them in what we prepared for you, and we hope to see your academic breakthrough. Thank you, Mr. Mike.
Thank you very much.
Cutting out.
Really can immerse myself into the facts of the current situation of the world.
What was memorable about my lessons was that my teachers, they would usually try to share anecdotes about their own lives, make classes more interesting instead of it being content-based and very dry and boring. So actually when I chose this class, I wasn't very particular about any teachers that were teaching me, so I'm very glad that I ended up with both of them as my GP teachers.
I would say one of the times where my teacher has made an impact in my class would be I know I would attend like GP classes, and especially since my GP classes are on weekdays after school, then I'll be a bit drained sometimes. So the teacher will make sure that we are okay to continue on with lessons.
For making lessons fun and enjoyable.
For making GP more interesting. For slamming the door at the start of every lesson.
I think one key movement that is stuck for both of us is when he individually helps us and gives us attention in terms of how we have to improve ourselves. So I think that's one key thing that has been constant.
I feel like these tutors have quite a systematic approach towards engaging and lessons are always very active.
Another thing that I like about Indigo is their notes and how easy it is to keep. This may seem like a negligible detail, but having the notes in booklet form makes it easier for organization.
They've put in so much effort to really teach us, and I'm really grateful for them, and they've really helped me in my journey. So thank you so much.
Great teachers, taught me so well for the last 1 year, so I highly recommend it.
I'm very grateful for my teachers because they give very clear explanations on things, and they entertain all my questions and are just very engaging with lessons.
You got makeup. So I will ask you how you find the most
Profound thing that I've said in the world. So I'm really grateful for making class so engaging and fun all the time.
And I'm very grateful for all the Indigo tutors for providing a clear direction for us to answer and to score in GP. Because before
Alright, we're here live with Mr. Joel. Mr. Joel is actually one of the GP and upper set IP teachers teaching here in Jurong Summit. And we'd like to hear him share a little bit about his experience teaching here so far.
Yeah, we can't turn the camera around, but the view in Jurong is fantastic. You can see Jurong Island. Just down there actually, right behind the camera is Jurong Town Hall, which we literally use as examples in our essays about history and old architecture and its reuse in Singapore. As well as Jurong Island is there, we get to talk about Singapore and all our economic, globalized, industrialized operations. So it's a nice place, really high up, good view.
We're on level 29, so we see a very good view of whatever he just mentioned.
Yeah, and Jurong is a nice place, finally a new place in the West. I appreciate traveling less to get to work. Yeah.
Maybe Mr. Joel, since let me have the mic for a bit. Since your team, together with the rest of the teachers, you prepared the upper sec IP workbooks, would you like to share a little bit about the workbook and how you wish students would use it?
So I hold the mic and you open the book. Alright, so this is our workbook. The idea is that at Indigo, we want to give students who want to prepare as much optional homework as they could need in a single term. So we have all kinds of essay questions for students to plan. They roughly follow our curriculum. Yeah, so around every 2 to 3 weeks is the perfect time to try a new essay. Compre is actually the most difficult thing for students to find extra homework, right? Because when it comes to the GP reset, when they changed the curriculum in 2023, paper 2 changed the most. Paper 1 didn't really change that much, went from 12 questions to 8. You can still do all paper 1 questions. 2 is a bit harder for what Compre looks like. So the idea then is at our USIP program, we are preparing you for the GP. It's a 4-year timeline. But that doesn't mean that if you are following something slightly different in your specific class or school that we are abandoning you, right? We also have additional materials that we upload on LMS online on our learning management system. So things like helping students with TED Talks, with oral presentations. We have things coming out even on more literature-focused stuff as well. Once again, depending on where your school is, on your specific curriculum.
Thank you very much for that detailed sharing. We hope you join us here at Jurong Summit soon. See you soon. Goodbye.
Gain more confidence in answering comprehension questions in school as well.
For teaching me answering techniques and being patient with me.
One memorable or funny moment was when taught me
chemistry concept using like an analogy of castles and forests and royalty. And it was certainly very strange, but it was a very good way to get me to remember the chemistry concept. And I'm very grateful for him for making the lessons interesting.
We found that throughout our whole year we take H2 math at Indigo. We find that the services have been very helpful to us, and personally it has helped me to jump from 14% in my WAs to MYAs, the paper they give me. I got 58.
And for me, it's helped me to clarify a lot of my doubts and made me more confident in doing math. So I'm very grateful to the teachers who have helped me.
For chemistry especially, I like to text my teacher whenever I run through troubles when I'm going through my questions, and I feel that it's really helpful that he takes the time to explain and really go into detail about how to do the question, and it helps me check in with my current understanding of the topic because it's immediate feedback.
I think one moment would be when one of my tutors responded really quickly when I texted him about I think it was an organic chem question, and then he explained it really well to me, and then I could get the concept, and I was I really appreciated that.
It helped me by keep on revising the materials that we have learned, and also give me a fun and conducive environment to learn in.
Really appreciate.
Live again at room 2 with our materials. Right now here with me, we've got yes, and Jessica's also joining the live stream. No, we are here, and actually, if you don't know yet, on level 29, next to us, we've got Concept Math, the PSLE Math Primary Specialist. So if you are needing primary math tuition, this is the place to be. Right now, together with me is Miss Idayu, the head of the center manager here of Concept Math Primary Jurong Summit. So let us hear a little bit about Concept Math from you, Miss Idayu.
Okay, so first of all, we are a primary math specialist, so we specialize only in primary math. We have a robust curriculum. Okay, so let me just show you some things that we just came out with. So we have an order of operations booklet, okay, as well as on the other side, actually it has the how to learn fractions. Okay, so this covers from P3, P4, P5, and P6. Okay, and I'm just going to show you our P6 file. Alright, so our P6 file, every term, all the worksheets and everything that is included inside the curriculum encompasses everything that your child is going to encounter in the PSLE. We have our booster. Booster is extra questions, so you know your child will get plenty of practices done. Yes, no need assessment books. Okay, we have our weekly worksheets inside here as well. Okay, so every week we will do one lesson. Okay, and the topics are all inside. Even in each piece of worksheet that you do, all right, there are PSLE questions already embedded inside every single worksheet.
That's a very thick set each week that they take back.
Yes, but surprisingly, our students are still able to cope with the homework. They enjoy lessons as well.
That's nice. Then I see there's a weighted assessment one. You do tests as well?
Yes, we do tests. We have our weighted assessments. We have mid-year mock exams. We also have time practices nearing the end. Okay, so that's plenty of practice.
I see. Very nice. Thank you so much for sharing.
Welcome.
Oh.
It's a wonderful one.
Hi, my name is Zining and I'm currently a math tutor at Indigo. I'm very honored to be the first recipient of the Indigo Scholarship. So the Indigo Scholarship is going to sponsor my undergraduate studies, and I'm very grateful that it has provided me with the ease of mind to pursue my Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. I started out working part-time in Indigo, and it has given me a glimpse into the career that I've always dreamed of having. So when I was working in Indigo, the safe environment has really allowed me to learn many hard skills such as Microsoft and Adobe. Through the thoughtful guidance of the mentors around me, I also slowly learned how to teach better and how to inspire a love for math in my students. The passion that all the Indigo's teachers possess also continued to motivate me in pursuing my love in teaching. So there is a really huge difference between your JC life and your uni life. So to prepare myself mentally for uni, during the break between A-levels and uni, I really tried a lot of new things to broaden my perspective. And one thing to note is also that uni is you have to lead a very independent lifestyle. So the experience of spending my own hard-earned money was really something that taught me how to value money even more. During my free time, I like to exercise because I feel that exercise is very important for your physical and mental health. So recently, during the break between my A-levels and uni, I really tried a lot of different forms of exercise such as Pilates, yoga and spin. Those activities really brought a lot of joy to me because when I'm actually doing the exercise, I temporarily forget all the stress in my life and I feel very relaxed. Ever since I started doing Frisbee in junior college, I have a love for Frisbee that I am still pursuing now in uni. Teaching is not just about reading off the slides or rewriting the answer key onto the board for the students to read. One thing that I have really improved on ever since I joined Indigo was about lesson engagement. After observing many lessons of very good tutors in Indigo and seeing how each tutor really tries their best to engage their students in different ways, when I go for my lessons now, be it through short quizzes or short videos or just little snacks during classes, I really try my best to engage my students and continue to interest them during the lesson. Apart from Indigo's notes being very well structured, in a sense that there is sufficient notes and also sufficient practice questions that are tagged along with it, I think the level of difficulty in the notes and questions is something that has allowed my students and I to achieve our learning breakthroughs. So as a teacher myself, I don't know everything about math in the whole entire world, and there is also so much more that I myself have to learn. And I think that upon meeting challenging questions, they really remind my students and I that there is so much more to learn in the world, and it inspires us to continue to gain more knowledge and improve on how much we know about math. I feel very honoured to be able to inspire the next generation of Indigo students. I think every generation of Indigo students is very special, and as a teacher, I think I learned a lot of things from my students. As I continue to learn from the mentors around me, I hope to not just impart academic knowledge to them, but also inspire curiosity and the love for the subject in the next generation of Indigo students.
Would be tuition. Many students will tell us that they will join tuition for subjects that they are actually weak in. What about you? What are your thoughts on tuition?
I joined tuition when I was J1 around April, because then we had like this first essay in around February, March, like when we just came in. And then I scored really badly for essay. Like that was when I got my S for the essay. So after that, I came to Indigo, and then I came around April. And even though I came for like about 2 months, my block test, which was in July, I scored a D. So it wasn't that much of an improvement. And then when I joined in April, so like I saw a lot of my friends that are already here. And then after the block test, I saw even more friends coming in to join Indigo. So I have like a lot of classmates or like schoolmates in one lesson. And then after that, so that was like 3 months after I joined Indigo. Then when I hit promos, like I start to really understand like how to think smartly, analyze the questions, and like improve my vocabulary. So in promos, I scored quite well for my essay and my GP in general. And so I feel like a lot of students, they would like to attempt the questions on their own first. So like they won't really say come to tuition immediately. They will like maybe attempt one test, 2 tests, and then after that they realize that the results were not anywhere they expected, and then they will start looking for help. So by then, it will be around like July, maybe end of July, and then that will be like 7 months in for your first year in JC. So you're only left with like 2 months, 3 months before you hit your promotional exam, which is crucial for you to like promote into J2. And then after in J2, you're only left with about 10 months. So from JC1, after your first major exam, to J2 where you sit for your A-level paper, it's only about a year. So the timing is really short, and then there's a lot of content to cover. So I think in retrospect, like I'm actually quite thankful that I actually signed up quite early. So I'm able to catch up with the things that I don't know, and then I'm able to build on my foundation and strengthen my essay writing and my comprehensions.
I think both of you have coached many students over the last 16 years, right, that you have taught, and you even longer. What are your thoughts? When should students start on tuition? When they receive their results, and what type of subject should they work on?
I think there's always 4 words in my opinion that will in a way destroy a student. And what are the 4 words? Let me try first. These are the 4 big words we hear every time, all right? And I understand. I mean, it's quite natural for us to just wait and see how the result is like before we make a decision whether to seek help elsewhere or not. We understand that perspective, but I think as Edward put it across very nicely, time is really very, very short. So the first major exam, the feedback will come in about July. Within a space of 2 months is your promotional exams, right? And for certain subjects, it's natural that students will want to give up first. Okay, for example, most students, when they're struggling in July, August, their next thought, they're very short term, how do I clear my promotional exams? I don't want to get retained because it's very embarrassing, so let's find a way to get promoted first. And I have 3 H2 subjects I need to clear. I'm willing to drop one of them first, right? And which one most likely is going to be? Chem. Yeah, Chem, because Chem is the most difficult to study. They will drop it and they will say, okay, never mind, let's get promoted first. December, January, we'll see how is it like. But what happens if you look at the national distinction rate, it's very, very low. It's lesser than 40%. While at the O level, the distinction rate was very, very high. So there must be something that is not working out. And I guess it's the mentality that students have, right? And when they try to catch up, they realize that the pace is just too fast. I mean, they love to, they will love to, but the pace is so punishing, right? In J2, I think most of the schools will aim to finish probably by about June, I would say by June, right, so that they have a good time to do the revision. So because of this like punishing pace, a lot of them, they just failed to cope and catch up even though they tried to. Just recently, you know, I had a student that just joined the CAMP program in a H2, and just a month later, she walked to me and said, hey, Mr. William, I'm going to drop to H1. I was very surprised. I was telling her, but you just joined us a month ago. What makes you want to drop to H1? She said that I just had a recent exam and there's just too much. I don't want to go through this process again. But I did remind her, you know, if you drop to H1, many of your options are limited. No more doctor, dentist, pharmacies. Are you prepared for that? She gave a very like sad face. I know I can't do this, but I accepted it. So sometimes the dreams are lost in a way because of maybe poor planning. Things like that could be avoided, right, if really students are clear what they want from day one.
Don't worry. You're plenty of time, plenty of time. Go, 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 go. This guy's skipping like king, bro.
What is it about? Tell me more.
So it's a game.
Tell me more. Okay, what can I win?
It's
a teacher. It sounds simple, doesn't it? Step into the classroom, teach the lesson, and head home. That's what most people think. Here's the story of invisible things a teacher does. Behind every lesson is a story of dedication, passion, and inspiration. It begins long before class. Hours of careful planning and curating lesson materials, making sure they match the latest syllabus and academic trends. And it's not just my tutor. Behind every lesson is a team of tutors combining their expertise. No matter which lesson a student attends, the teaching remains consistent and the quality never wavers. With you by our side, consultations always feel like having a personal coach, patiently guiding us step by step.
Is engaging and funny and makes 2-hour lessons like a 10-minute lesson.
Your humorous teaching way, and I'm very interested in English after you teaching me. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank my teachers for going the extra mile and really explaining the topics in depth.
Thank you for all my teachers for the past 3 years for letting me eat in class and always helping to answer my questions.
They're always so friendly and they don't make it seem like a classroom, they make it seem more of like a comfortable place to ask questions and even like our own personal problems.
Thank you for giving me feedback and teaching me how to improve certain aspects.
For being very understandable and being patient with us while teaching us very important knowledge that we can use in our schools.
When I had troubles, they personally came and offered advice.
He actually asked me about my results and I actually sent him my practice papers and he actually gave me a lot of responses.
She helped me correct my values and how I see the world.
Thank you for putting in a lot of effort and making sure that we can keep up in class.
Thank you for really taking the time to look through my essays and my compo and giving me constructive feedback.
They're very funny people and they always guide us during lessons. So we just want to thank them for teaching us.
I found the GP classes very engaging.
Thank you for making class fun and enjoyable. Thank you for helping me improve my grades and making your class so fun for me to attend.
One thing I like to thank my teacher for is for being very friendly and always answering my questions whenever I have them.
I really appreciate him for teaching me math for this past year.
For helping us break down all the hard questions and making me understand the math questions better.
I think the teachers are very nice and they are very helpful.
I want to thank her for always being patient in explaining the concepts.
For making lessons fun by using real life examples to teach us the complex science concepts that we have to learn.
He's very nice and he gives us snacks.
Helps to clear my doubts on certain questions that I need help with.
The tutors have really helped me a lot throughout my journey.
You always give us a lot of energy, even if our class is at 9 a.m. and we're so bubbly and lively every single class.
Thank you so much for making chemistry really interesting.
Thank you for helping me improve my chemistry grades.
Especially when making classes so exciting and entertaining.
Thanks very much for being a very engaging and very knowledgeable tutor. I think I've learned a lot and I hope to work with you more and learn more from you in the future.
To instill confidence in me for a subject where I feel very lost at times.
More of the fact that he makes every class very engaging and he really helps me clarify the concepts that I don't understand.
From my fundamentals being quite off to now, it's been quite good. So I'll thank you for him.
Making chem sessions so enjoyable and I learn a lot. And you really break down the topics really easily.
Always motivating us to do our best and to make sure we don't retain.
I'm very grateful for the Indigo teachers because they're always very patient and willing to answer all my questions.
Thank you, teachers, for your immense passion, dedication, and excellence in nurturing stellar PSLE, O-level, and A-level results since 2011. This year, I prepared thank you cards as a heartfelt gesture of appreciation and encouragement to recognize the invaluable role each teacher plays in shaping our students.
Thank you for showing our students that education isn't just about scoring distinctions. It's also about you, as teachers, noticing all the little things they need. I know you do it because you want the best for them, and for that, I thank you. And We really couldn't have done any of this without you.
Thank you for raising students to learn with purpose. The ones who use concepts and not just content to connect the dots. The ones who notice when a student struggles and not just celebrate their progress.
The most powerful lesson isn't written in the worksheets. It's in how you inspire students to learn, to grow, and to discover for themselves. Learning quietly shapes not just their minds, but their character for the future ahead.
Thank you, teachers, for going the extra mile and in investing in our students. In Indigo, it is the people that makes this journey worthwhile.
Happy Teachers Day! Happy Teachers Day! Happy Teachers Day! Happy Teachers Day!
Thank you, Indigo tutors, for being our friend, mentor, and guide. Happy Teachers Day!
So it was after my first test, I did not do very well for the first test, and then he gave me remedial, and yeah, from then on my grades for science improved immensely, and I got 92% for the next test.
Because like my test results are not that good, so he kept encouraging me and gave me positive comments. And my grades started to improve.
Yeah, so it's like same as Darius. I was like doing quite, I wouldn't say badly, but quite mediocre. So after his lessons, I've improved immensely in science as well.
He helped us when we do not know how to solve difficult math questions, and he will always guide us along every step on how to solve it and be patient with us.
Help me understand the topic of circular measure very much better.
He helped us, especially when you don't know difficult math concepts, and he's always able to explain them clearly.
Before my math test, I actually didn't know much about a subject, and I messaged him like in the middle of the night, and he actually helped to handwrite a few notes for me.
I just say that my tutor also plays a major aspect for my whole English experience, since she also once again asks us if we need to explain anything that we don't understand, and I enjoy that.
Yeah, Google format is very useful, especially during essay tests, and it helps me in planning my essay before I start writing.
Yeah, and the fact that he goes through how to write each topic sentence really helps us to like practice crafting them on our own in exams.
So one time I stayed back after lessons to ask my compo teacher a few questions, and she actually gave me like many perspectives of the question and how I could tackle the questions with a broader perspective.
In terms of composition, the notes that they have provided is very informative, they are very detailed, and they really help me with my thinking processes and stuff. I appreciate that a lot.
As writers, we often make assumptions that our reader will understand what we're writing. My teacher has taught me that this is not the case, and instead she has taught me to develop my ideas in a logical flow and present it such that the reader is able to hear my personal voice but also understand where I'm going with my evaluation.
The thing that my teacher supported me on is the debate I did for English, and she showed that I could do it better, and she also showed support towards my points, and I think that it was a nice thing for her to do.
The classroom learning is very enriching, and the notes are also very useful. So they've been helping.
Morning. All right, don't worry, our guests will continue to flow in, but welcome to Indigo and Happy Lunar New Year to all of you. This year is especially meaningful for us. As we step into the year of the horse, we are also celebrating Indigo's group's 15th anniversary and marking the opening of our Jurong Summit branch right here. 15 years, that's a lot of lessons, thousands of students, and a lot of exam scripts. And of course, experience that students can trust. To commemorate this special milestone, we created our very own IG15 logo. You will receive one of these bags later before you leave. So make sure you take one of these with you, because you might notice it looks slightly familiar. For a split second, even I thought we were celebrating SG50 again. But no, this is ours. It's Indigo Group 15. So you will see it seated proudly on our plush horse as well. Why a horse? You know, many people ask me, why you choose this horse? Because the horse symbolizes strength, endurance, and forward momentum. And if there's one thing that defines Indigo over the last 15 years, it's this: we don't stand still. We move forward with purpose, with stamina, and with all of you beside us. So without further ado, let me invite the person who will continue to steer the vision forward, our CEO, Mr. Isaac Lim, to share a few words.
Thank you, Celine. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Today we are here, okay, because of two special reasons. Okay, allow me to share the two special reasons with you. First, we are opening our new Indigo Education Group branch here in Jurong East. Now, second, perhaps more meaningfully, we are actually, like what Celine has shared with you, celebrating our 15 years of Indigo anniversary. Now, opening a new center is really exciting, but today isn't just about a new location. It is about how we have started and how far we have come, and why, after 15 years, we are still going back to our roots. Now, let me begin with a short story. The story behind our name, Indigo. Almost every center opening, I repeat this line over and over again, because this is something we really believe in. Okay, it's actually, Indigo comes from the Chinese proverb, 青春于蓝胜于蓝. Now, indigo blue is actually extracted from the indigo plant, but it's actually it's bluer than the plant it comes from. Now, in simple terms, it simply means the next generation should and will surpass the previous one. That belief has guided us for the past 15 years. And over the years, we have watched our students do exactly, not just achieving results, but growing into confident individuals, professionals, and leaders. We have taught for 15 years. Our students all grown up. They have their own family. They even form their own children already. And they are actually professionals out there today doing us really, really proud in many, many good firms. Now, many of them actually still come back. Of course, I'm not with Indigo for the beginning years, but they actually came back, to meet up with Mr. Lim, our principal. And when I look at them, I say that these are your students. It's really surprising to see them, like us, working in the society. Now, this is what Indigo stands for. And that belief has never changed. Now, Indigo began very simply. We were founded by educators, not entrepreneurs. Educators that taught in MOE for many, many years. People who believe that top quality education should not be reserved for the privileged few. There were no fancy slogans, no glossy promises, just rigorous teaching, carefully designing the materials with high standards. Because of that, we attracted many strong students, and along the way, a myth was born that Indigos only accept top students. Let me be very clear today with all of you. That has never been true. We don't believe breakthrough happens because where a student starts. We believe that it happens because of the system, the strategy, and the support around them. This belief is actually in our deepest root, and we will never let go of it. Now, our second phase actually began when Indigo acquired when Tower Capital Asia acquired Indigo. Now, this wasn't about changing who we were. It was about strengthening how we function. With TCA, we actually institutionalized, we professionalized our operations. We built strong support around our departments, and most importantly, our tutors are free to do what they want to do best, which is teaching. So during this phase, we also welcome Concept Math, a primary school specialist, math specialist, with its own 15 years of legacy. We acquire centers with strong academic expertise, not to dilute them, but to protect their integrity. we took the administrative weight off our teachers' shoulders. The weight that is so often lead to burnout for them. Now, something interesting happened. Okay, because of that, because of our strengthening system. Welcome. Come take a seat. Okay, this is like teaching. Okay? Normally, when teacher teach in classes, you will have this. Okay, we are used to this. Okay, so please take a seat. Okay, welcome. Make yourself feel comfortable. Now we began attracting exceptional teachers, okay, educators in our midst. Okay, not chasing titles, promotion, or politics. They were chasing an impact. Many left school and other sector for one simple reason. They wanted to teach and teach well. At Indigo, we are proud to say when teachers are empowered to inspire, to support and feel supported, every student in their classroom will actually benefit. They focus on teaching and they leave the rest of the job to those people who are professional at what they are doing. Now, this phase has taught us a powerful truth. Great education happens when passionate teachers are backed by strong systems. When we institutionalize everything, we make everything systematic, it was actually easier for our tutor to focus on teaching. And now we actually arrive in phase 3 of Indigo 2.0. In recent years, education has become very, very noisy. Now trends has come and go. New miracle methods appear every year. Okay, you always hear new miracle methods, new teaching methods. Students are exhausted. Parents are anxious, going around looking for different formulas and different ways to actually help their children improve in their result. So we ask ourselves these honest questions. What do students really, really want from tuition? And what do parents truly need? We didn't guess. We didn't try to make a survey to see what's going on. In fact, we look inward. Many of us, Indigo's management and also Indigo's employee, are parents ourselves, with children attending our very, very own Indigo classes. And the answer was very clear. Students wanted to achieve their desired grades efficiently. So that they still have time to rest, they have time to spend time with their family, and also to discover who they are beyond exam, what they really want to do, and to achieve their dreams. And whatever. They don't want to work endlessly, only to end up with nothing to show for it. So Indigo 2.0 has a clear focus, efficient learning that focuses on academic results, empowering students to live and enrich lives. No more stress, no more super long hours, but smarter strategy. We teach exam system. We teach how Cambridge marks. We teach student techniques that actually work. So Indigo 2.0 isn't a trend. It is actually a philosophy. A center created for parents, by parents. A return to why tuition existed in the first place, to produce real academic breakthroughs. Why Indigo is more than notes on one teacher. Now, Indigo today is not just about one charismatic teacher, but actually we have many, many charismatic teachers in our midst, or about one classroom, about one set of notes or secret strategy that we actually develop. But some people who were taught here even because of that, some people may have taught here in the past, may have gone elsewhere, worked for different places in Indigo. They use our own material, and that's okay. That's totally okay with us, because Indigo has never been just about our notes, has never been just about our tutor, or just about a new set of strategies that we have formed. But it is about a culture of excellence. A shared academic language. Teachers are trained deeply in syllabus and marking standards, where individual cannot achieve so simply. A support system that raises everyone together. One great teacher is powerful, but a team of aligned experts is actually unstoppable. Now, can you imagine, if I were to go out there and teach my own tuition today, if I were to start my own center, it will almost be, Samuel and myself, we always joke, like a mama shop. Like a mama shop, I have to do everything. I have to teach well, I have to produce my own notes. I even have to print my own notes. I have to collect my own money. I have to call. If the toilet bowl breaks down, I may need to repair as well. I have to do everything. Everybody, that individual will be focusing on doing so many other things. Then I have to do my own marketing. I have to do my own opening. I have to take my own photo. I have to do so many 1,001 things. instead of focusing on teaching. Actually, that is a pretty stressful thing. Now, Indigo is not like that. We have a team of aligned experts. Everyone is focusing on what they are doing, and because of that, we are really unstoppable. Which brings me to Jurong East. As part of Indigo 2.0, we made a very intentional decision. Instead of opening our next branch in another tuition hub, central of tuition, surrounded by top school, we choose to open right here. Why? Because we still believe what we believed 15 years ago. Top quality tuition should be accessible regardless of postal code. This also aligns with our national direction where every student, if willing, deserves an opportunity to improve. That's why we are developing targeted programs even for our G2 students in our midst, students who have greater flexibility and opportunity than ever before to progress in Singapore. At Indigo, we work with students at every starting point because every student matters and every step forward counts to us. 15 years ago, Indigo began with one simple belief that students should rise above their circumstances and even beyond their teachers. Today, we honor that legacy. And as we open this new branch, we do so by not forgetting our roots, but by planting them deeper, wider, and even stronger. Because just like Indigo itself, we don't grow bluer by moving away from the plant. We grow bluer by returning to it. Thank you for being here today to celebrate this happy occasion. Okay, thank you, parents, students, teachers, partners, and those who are online. Okay, I keep staring there because there are many people online staring at us. So that's why I'm looking at the screen, okay? So we want to thank you, and we hope that you will continue to celebrate with us. Okay, welcome to Indigo Jurong East. Welcome to Indigo 2.0. And most of all, welcome to the next 15 years with Indigo.
Thank you, Mr. Isaac, for that heartfelt sharing. Now, education at Indigo has always been built on strong academic leadership. To share with us in Mandarin, I would like to invite our group principal and academic director, Mr. Samuel Lim, to address us. 接下来，让我们邀请集团校长兼学术总监林明俊先生以华语为我们分享几句话。
大家早上好，感谢各位今天的到来。首先，我们在玉廊东正式开启了 Indigo 教育机构的新分校。更重要的是，我们正迎来 Indigo 成立15周年这重要的里程碑。现在，让我们来回顾这15年来所走过的每一步，每一个名字背后都有一个故事，而 Indigo 也不例外。Indigo 取自于一句中国古语：“青出于蓝，更胜于蓝。”而胜于蓝，意思是天蓝之色虽源于蓝草，却比蓝草更深更浓。这句话承载着一个深远而坚定的信念：后辈应胜于前辈，下一代应超越上一代。15年来，这个信念始终指引着我们前行。在这段岁月里，我们见证了无数学生不仅在成绩上自我突破，更在品格与能力中成长，为独立肩负责任的未来栋梁。这就是 Indigo 的意义所在，而这个信念从未改变。Indigo 的起步其实非常朴素，我们不是由创业者创办的，而是一群真正热爱教育的老师所创立。他们的相信优越的教育不应是少数人的特权。那时 没有华丽的口号，没有浮夸的宣传，有的只是严谨的教学，精心设计的教材，以及始终坚持的高标准。有鉴于此，我们吸引了许多优秀的学生，于是渐渐有了一个误解 ，Indigo 只收顶尖学生，来自来佛士、华中4大中国新移民，每次在小红书、微信里，每次都说我们收4大的，其实那是大错特错的。今天我要在这澄清，这从来不是事实。我们始终深信，突破不在于学生起点有多高，而是在他是否拥有清晰的策略、完善的教学以及家长的配合与支持。这份教育信念是我们最深的根，也从未动摇。私募基金公司 Tower Capital Asia TCA 的战略性收购并取得控股权，是 Indigo 机构的转折点。有了 TCA Tower Capital Asia 的支持，我们的运营更加专业化，建立了完善的后勤支持团队。更重要的是，老师们可以专注于他们最擅长的一块，哪一块？教学。在这个阶段，我们也迎接了拥有15年经验的小学数学专家 Concept Math 的加入。这里呢，我们要肯定 Concept Math 的老师，我们的主任，因为他们真的是全情全意的去把他们的教学搞定。我们并购的从来不是普通机构，而是那些具备深厚学术实力的教育品牌。我们为老师减轻行政负担，以便能够全情投入在教学上。逐渐我们发现一个新趋势，什么趋势呢？越来越多优秀的老师加入了 Indigo 的团队。我们的 Indigo 老师教学热忱，希望能够成为一股正能量与推动力，确保学生对科目的乐趣，以便强化他们的回答技巧。现在我们来到了第3阶段 Indigo 2.0， 迈入21世纪。新加坡的教育制度有着较大的改变，从小6会考由 T-score 转为 AL 积分制，到中学推出直通车 IP 与 G1、G2、G3 为核心的科目分级学习模式，从欧考的持续改革到 A 水准分数由90 rank point 调整到70 rank point， 而今天我们又站在这个新的转折点上，人工智能 AI 的出现正在重新定义学习的方式与未来的可能。此时此刻，我可能要问，作为教育家的我们，作为老师，那学生真正想要从补习得到什么？家长又要从我们这一方面取得什么突破？我们没有凭感觉猜测，而是回到初心，回到真实的需求。因为在 Indigo 的管理层中，许多人本身也是家长，我也是家长，很多我的 我的 CEO 他本身也是家长，我们的孩子也在 Indigo 上课，答案非常明显。我们学生希望以更高效的方式达成理想的成绩，从而拥有时间休息、陪伴家人，也有空去探索考试之外的自己。因此 Indigo 2.0 的核心目标是要高效练习，不是只是刷题，盲目的刷题，因为作业的成绩与长远的规划非常重要。Indigo 的一大特色与其他补习中心截然不同，我们注重有效的考试策略，深入理解剑桥的评分标准，还有 Indigo 的实用学习计划和思路，还有思维模式。Indigo 2.0 不是昙花一现的改变，而是我们坚定不移的教育理念，一个由家长出发，为家长与孩子而设的教育中心，也是我们对补习最初意义的回归，创造真正学术的突破。今天的 Indigo 不再只是围绕着一位老师，因为毕竟中学、高中有超过3700个学生，不可能是一个品牌老师，也不是局限于某一间课室、某一个校区。教育者来来往往，教材或许流传，但我们的核心与体系始终清晰而坚定。它代表着追求卓越的文化、共同的学术语言、深度理解课程与评估标准的教师团队，以及让所有共同成长的支持体系。一个优秀的老师固然难能可贵，但一个方向一致、彼此协作的团队才能创造更大的可能。在 Indigo 2.0 的规划下，我们做出一个清晰的决定。我们没有把新分校再立一个顶尖学府密集的补习核心区，而是选择了裕朗东，因为我们始终坚持15年前那个信念：优质教育不应被邮政编号 （property district） 所限制，因为每一位愿意努力的学生都应拥有提升自己的机会。这也是我们正在为 G2、第6线、第5线、第4线的 G3 学生，还有 AEIS 的学生，因为他们的语文薄弱，所以我们必须要开发截然不同而且专项课程原因之一，让他们拥有更大的灵活性与升学机会的环境，协助他们持续向前。在 Indigo， 我们陪伴每一个不同起点的孩子，有些英文 AL5，可是欧考可以拿到 A1、A2， 可是又有一些拿 AL1、AL2 欧考，可是在小6会考，在欧考呢却拿了 B3、B4， 成绩每况愈下。所以呢，我们 Indigo 坚持这个信念，就是我们不管他的起点，因为每一位学生都值得被重视。而每一次的进步都值得被肯定，像红星大奖，不管你是入围没有得奖，也是一个肯定。 15年前 ，Indigo 源于一个朴素而坚定的理念出发。至今，我们以此为荣，并继续延续这份精神。在开设新分校的同时，我们不忘初心，而是这份根扎得更深、更广、更稳。正如那句古话说：“青出于蓝而胜于蓝。”我们应不断回到本源，才能走得更稳、更远。感谢我们当中我们的经济伙伴 OCBC、EXN， 还有其他我们 Tower Capital Asia 的那个伙伴，就是EXN， 还有我们的家长。我们新移民占的百分比超过30%，所以呢，这些还有我们本地土生土长的新加坡华人，谢谢你们这15年来一直陪伴着我们，感谢我们的老师，感谢我们的团队，我们的合作伙伴。欢迎来到 Indigo 裕朗东分校，欢迎您到 Indigo 2.0， 欢迎你们与我们携手合作，走向一个辉煌的15年。谢谢。
Thank you, Mr. Lim. Please stay on stage because we would like to invite Mr. Isaac to join us on stage for the ribbon cutting ceremony. All right. Okay. All right. At the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. We are proud to announce that Indigo Jurong Summit is officially open. You may take a seat now as we play our videos. All right. Sorry. Okay. You have that? Okay, it's all right.
This is the newest Indigo Tuition Center at Jurong.
Louder.
Hey Westies! You asked, we delivered. Welcome to the latest chapter of Educational Excellence. This is the newest Indigo Tuition Center at Jurong JTC Summit. Your gateway to next level learning. Indigo is a premier education group specializing in secondary and JC tuition. With 6 other centers located across Singapore, Indigo has been empowering students to achieve academic breakthroughs and excellence at every stage. Now, we are bringing that proven success closer than ever to the West. That is why this new center is strategically located at JTC Summit to extend our premier learning experience to West Side students right at your doorstep. We chose JTC Summit because it's fully sheltered, safe, and directly connected to the MRT. Unlike the crowded malls at Westgate and GEM, JTC offers calm, focused vibes, a professional environment where students feel mentally ready to study. Plus, there are quiet workspaces and food options nearby for pre-class prep. So you get the best of both worlds. Whether you like the hustle and bustle or the peace, they are all connected. JTC Summit is directly linked to Jurong East Interchange, making this sheltered walkway easily accessible, rain or shine, via bus or train. For students at schools like Millennia Institute, Bougainville Secondary School, Commonwealth Secondary School, Clementi Town Secondary School, Fuhua Secondary School, Hawaii Secondary School, and Jurong Secondary School, we're just a short bus ride away. And for those from Jurong Pioneer Junior College and River Valley High School, Jurong West Secondary School, Hillgrove Secondary School, your journey is now a single straightforward train ride. Transcend the hustle and bustle and step into the peace and serenity that JTC Summit has to offer. Here, you've got quiet corners to revise on your own, places to grab a bite or snack, or simply take a moment to pause and reflect, before jumping into class with a fresh mind. Speaking of class, our new center here at JTC Summit boasts a total of 7 classrooms designed for the best learning experience. Step inside and the difference is clear. Our classrooms are designed for focus. With small class sizes so you can always get the attention you need. They're built for interaction, real feedback, and full-on engagement. No cramped lecture halls, no zoning out. Just a space where you can ask, answer, and grow with every lesson. Now you might be wondering about the most important part, the teaching. The excellent teachers you see here aren't new hires. They are Indigo's favorites who have been delivering outstanding results for years at our centers. Specialists in their respective subjects, you can be assured that students here are receiving the best that Indigo has to offer. The names you see on the honor roll, they were taught by these same dedicated tutors. That's the Indigo advantage. Our proven pedagogy, robust out-of-class support, and quality study materials are consistent across all our centers. Whether you're a student at Balmoral Plaza or JTC, you can be assured that you're receiving the same excellent education that has helped hundreds of students achieve their academic breakthroughs. And for added convenience, right next door is Concept Math, Singapore's leading specialist in primary school math. Since 2011, Concept Math has helped thousands of students achieve distinctions through its proven curriculum, high-quality lesson materials, and a strong support system that extends beyond the classroom. With a consistent teaching approach and personalized guidance, it's the go-to center for PSLE success. Thank you for joining me in the center tour. Scan this QR code.
So last but not least, before we move on to lunch, shall we take a big group picture together? All right. Do you need to stand by the door? Do you need to open the door? It's okay? Yes. Okay. So let our friends over here, the last, is it just the last row, last column? We'll just need to join us right here in the middle so we can have a big group picture. Okay. Okay. I'll join you all as well. Okay. Are we good? Do I count? We'll take 2 pictures. One that is very formal. The other one you can do crazy stuff. 我们先拍好看的，然后之后你要做疯的也可以。1、2、3。Okay, 1, 2, 3, heart shape. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, friends, for joining us today. We have lunch ready. And before you go off, remember to go to room 2 to take a look at our resources. We have also prepared special goodie bags for you. Collect them before you go. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. Happy birthday, Indigo. All right. Let me open the doors for you. All right. Lunch is ready. You can